Well, good evening, everybody. We are live from Leitrim, Fred Barrett Arena. We do not have the best vantage point for you tonight, folks, so I'm doing my best. Gotta kind of look over top side the player bench to get down into the far corner. Everything else on this end will be clear. Good there.
You go with your two glasses.
Yeah. I think this is the bath. One pane of glass. All right, folks, that'll do it for the warm-up. Regular season game number 22 for the Titans. Got a 16-5-0 record. Trying to make it 17 tonight. Versus the Cyclones. Titans, we got Sparling at center, we got Peters on the left, we got Utrunky on the right. We got Schroeder on the back end with Rathbone and Nickel between the pipes. Face-off win for the Titans goes to Schroeder. He makes the red line, dumps it into the Cyclone zone. Picked up there by Paisley, played up the boards and out of the zone to neutralize. Scott Loman's in over the line, he plays it into the zone. Shot, stick saved by Nickel. Turned aside to the corner. Rebound picked up there by Rathbone in behind the net. He passes to Utrunky. Utrunky passes to the slot. Jumps over Schroeder's stick to the near board. Played out of the zone. It's going to be offside on Scapaloman. It's got a tag up. Schroeder plays it in his own end around the wall to the far side. Utrunky picks it up. He goes up the wing for Sparling. Sparling in over the blue line. Dumps it in on the net. Into Cyclones territory towards Francis, and he covers up for a draw. Sorry, folks. Shitty view. Face-off win for the Cyclones. They dump it behind the net to the near side in the corner. Pressured there by Guthrie and Mackay. Cyclones behind their net. They play it to the near side corner. There's some bumping going on down there. Delinky's in there. He chips it off the boards and out. The zone's going to make it for icing. Bring a face-off back down in the Cyclones' end. Guthrie on the draw. Wins it back to the point. Shot from there goes wide off the glove of Francis into the far corner. Played to the point, kept in there by Ford. Briefly taken out to neutralize by the Cyclones' Nolan. He dumps it into the corner near side. Picked up out of the corner by Glasper. He plays it up for Mackay. He chips it out of the zone to neutralize at the red line. Picked up by the Cyclones' Lazenby. He dumps it in behind the Titans' net. Glasper plays it to the far side. Glasper, nope, turned back. He comes to the near side, reverses it. Mackay at the hash mark, loses the handle in the high slot. Puck trickles out over the blue line all the way out to neutral ice. Played back into the Cyclone zone there. Shula, he's pressured by Rigby. He strips him of the puck. Rigby sends it to the center. Deflected off the skates back to the corner. Cyclones gather it there. They play it to the far corner. Rigby hustles to get there first. He plays it along the boards. Lazenby was on him. Played out front to the high slot. There's Decare. The nightmare. Decare. Chuck the truck. Draws first blood. Opens the scoring. That might be the first actual shot on the net. Nice pass out front there from Rigby from behind the net. Found Decare wide open in front. Face-off win for the Titans. Watson plays it up for Decare. He plays it to Nielsen. In over the line, takes a shot. Trapper save by Francis, and he holds on. Rigby in to take the draw. Wins it back. Nielsen plays it for Watson. He goes to the half boards. He played it to the slot. Chipped away out of the zone by the Cyclones to neutral ice. Nielsen's back to play it there. He carries it into his own zone, circles, tries a pass for Watson. Watson connects with Decare. Intercepted. His pass to Rigby was intercepted there by Rousseau. He gets in over the line. He's going to cut to the net. Tried to send a pass out front, played back of the net by Watson. Blocked the pass. Watson controls it, passes to Rigby. At the blue line, he plays it high, tries to go off the glass, and it goes out of play into the net. Face off of the end in the neutral zone, outside the Titans line. Sparling on the draw, wins it. Played into the zone there. Loose puck played in by the Cyclones in behind the net. D to D. Rathbone or Schroeder out of the zone through neutral ice. They get it over the line. They're going to be offside there on the Titans. Shitty view. I might move further down. I don't know if it's any better. Cyclones win the draw. They played around behind the net. Oh, Robillard takes a hit in the corner. They're gonna call a penalty on that. Boarding, possibly. Let's see what the call is here on Peters. First power play of the game goes to the Cyclones. Peters head contact 4. Looked like he's got a 4 somewhere up there. Spin the wheel of misfortune. 2. Good. Better than 4. Face-off win. Cyclones back to the point. Lavery at the point. Stick handles. Goes D to D. Lazenby tries to send a shot through. Goes wide of the net to the corner. Played there by Glassbury. Pokes it around to the point. Kept in there by Lazenby. His pass to the slot. Tipped off a stick in behind the net. Off the glass. Played to the far side. Oh, Jesus Christ. Glassford is going to get a penalty here for a hit on Banford. It's going to be boarding. He was gentle. Five on 3 here for the Cyclones. Good opportunity to get one on the board. 5 on 3 for a minute 36. Then 5 on 4. Shot saved by Nickel. Rebound, shot wide to the corner. Collected by the Titans and sent out of the zone to kill some time. Lazenby back at his own blue line. He collects it there. Stick handles, circles back, forced back there by Sparling. On the forecheck, Sparling. Circling high, Lavery behind his net. He takes control and sets up a breakout. Passes up for Banford. Banford's pressured there by Sparling, loses control of the puck. Puck's picked up by Watson and sent the length of the ice. 1 minute left in the 5 on 3. 5-on-4 for a minute. Son skates in, dumps it into the slot for Meisner. He fanned on it. Played into the corner. They set up the power play. Paisley at the point. Paisley takes a shot through traffic. Trapper saved by Nickel. And he holds on for a face-off. Guthrie on the draw, wins it back, walks and turns, fires. Gets it all the way down. Past Paisley at the point, all the way down. Francis out to play it behind his net. He leaves it there for Shula. Shula passes to Scapoloman. Scapoloman to Roussan. Roussan gets in over the line. He has it poked off his stick. Scapoloman picks it up, drops it off to the point. Shula passes to Paisley. Shot blockered away by Nickel. Goes to the far side. Rebound the corner all the way out to the point. Kept in there by Roussan. Played into the corner for Meisner. Scapoloman plays it back to the point for Shula. Shula chips it off the boards to Scapoloman at the half wall. He plays it in to the corner. In behind the net, Meisner. Ballard gets to the puck first. He tries to chip it up the wall. Kept in. They battle for it. Picked up there by Watson and sent the length of the ice all the way down. Francis has to play it. Leave it there behind the net. 6 seconds left in the power play. We'll be back to 5-on-5. Play it all the way down on the net. Nickel holds on. Get a draw. And that'll bring us back to 5-on-5 hockey. Great penalty killing there by the Titans. Cyclones got it. 2 shots on the net on the power play. 4 minutes. What the hell did they just call? The goaltender's out to play the puck. Do they call that icing? Do they call that icing? The goaltender played the puck. So, not the right call. Francis out to play the puck on the icing, and they called it icing. Anyways, face-off inside the Titan zone. Cyclones take control. Into the corner, roll the wall. Plays it behind the net, intercepted there by Schroeder. Schroeder, loose puck. Gets it behind the net for Rathbone. Rathbone's on his backhand, tries to play it around out of the zone. Kept in there by Rollard at the point. Played back to the corner, played up front. Tip shot by Delinky goes wide. To the far corner, Kitely plays it up the wall and out of the zone. Sparling interference. No call. Dumped deep into the Cyclone zone behind the net. Picked up there by Paisley. Fires it around the wall. To the point. Played in. Dumped in behind the net. Off the wall by Nolan. Picked up there by Schroeder. He plays it up for Kitely outside the blue line. Intercepted there by Banford. He plays it towards the net. He had Jones going in. He had the puck knocked away there by Schroeder. Schroeder battles for it in the corner there with Sparling. Against Jones and White. They play it out in front. Oh, played back behind that. Played it in front again. Oh, nice save by Nickel. Closed the door there. Good chance. Good opportunity by the Cyclones. Cyclone in down low. Tried to feed it out front. One-time shot got saved. Played out of the zone by the Titans to neutral ice. Jones back in. He's got Banford in front. And White plays it to the half boards. Picked up by Rathbone there and chipped to neutral ice. Nielsen's skating in over the line. He's got DeCare heading to the net. He sends it across. DeCare chipped at it. Deflected high and wide of the net. Off the glass, play to the line, kept in by Glassbury, plays it into the corner. Nielsen, off the wall, play to the high slot, Nielsen. Shot! Oh! Roof Daddy! Nasty Nielsen. Buries it. High slot. Shot. To take a 2-0 lead early in the game. 7:17 left in the first period. Nielsen on the draw, wins it for Decaire. Stolen there by Rousson. He stick handles through neutral ice, gets in over the line. Poked off his stick there by Glasper. He tries to play a backhand pass out front. Blocked there by Decaire. Loose puck. Played to the point. Kept in there by Lavery. He's going to take a shot. Blocker save. Rebounds there. Bouncing in front. Cleared away by the Titans. Nielsen, he's going to skate it away. Up the wing. Nielsen in over the line. He's got forward with him. Drops it to forward. Shot! Oh, into the red basket. Francis holds on for a face-off. I don't think you guys can see that shit going on down there. Horrible. There's nowhere else to go, folks. Nowhere else to go. I can go into the corner, but people say that you can't see good into the far end. You can't see good into the far end here either, so I don't know. Played around behind the net, Trunky. Tried to drop it into the corner for, who was that? Peters. Oh, taken away there by the Cyclones. Paisley hit on the boards. Tries to chip it out of the zone. Kept in there by Ballard at the line. Nolan comes away with it to neutral ice. It's taken away there by Watson. Watson goes D to D for Trunky. At the D position, he's covering in there. Titans are offside. They got a tag up. Peters is still in the zone. Cyclones get it to neutral ice. Taken away there by Sparling. He's bumped. Loose puck. Played up for Hicks. Hicks carries it over the red line. Dumps it into the corner. The Titans have time in their own end as the Cyclones are on a change. They play it out and down. Could have been played there by Lazenby, so they wave off the icing. Gets to the line. Kept in there. Played into the high slot. Mackay, I don't think it was Mackay. Could get a good clean shot off. Rolls in on the goaltender. He's going to hold on for a face-off. To his left, and you got Guthrie on the draw. He won it to the boards, but taken away there by Lazenby. He gets it up and out of the zone. Played cross ice for Banford out of his reach. Schroeder back. He chips it off the wall up for Mackay. Mackay passes to Guthrie. He's going to break up the wing. He's got Kitely going to the net. Gets it into Kitely. Shot. Save there by Francis. Played to the line. Kept in. Schroeder steps into a shot. Trapper save. Francis holds on. This is bothering me. Face off. Cyclones win the draw. Scapolone plays it around behind the net to the far side. Makes its way to the point. Kept in there by Kitely. He dumps it in. Picked up at the hash marks by Paisley. In the Cyclone zone, he plays it behind the net for Lavery. He gets it out to neutral ice. Collected there by Schroeder and dumped back into the far corner. Paisley back. Picks it up off the wall. He rims it around to the near boards. To the line. Out to neutral ice. Scapolone dumps it in deep. Meisner in to chase. Rathbone gets there first inside the Titan zone. Rathbone pushes his way up the wall. He's pushed there by Scapolone. Meisner in, battling behind the net. Rathbone goes high off the glass and out to neutral ice. Rigby takes it from there. He's got Decaire going to the net and Nielsen too. He plays it behind the net for Decaire. Decaire around the wall. The point man is on a change, so he's late getting to the show. Couldn't keep it in the zone, collected it at neutral ice. He played a pass up for Decaire. Decaire and Lavery collide at neutral ice. They both hit the deck. Played into the Titan zone, played right back out by Nielsen to the Cyclones blue line. Paisley goes D to D. Oh, big hit there on Glasper by Rousson. An elbow in the face. They're going to get a penalty for that. They get the head shot. Shot on the net. Oh, did that go in? That's a goal. Nice. And the penalty. Big Rousson. Should still get a penalty. Should they not still get a penalty? Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. Rousson in the box.
That's going to be a 4.
So the Titans capitalize and score the goal and still get the power play out of the deal. 5-on-4. Nope. So it was going to be a 4-minute. Now it's a 2. Rousson. Titans get the draw. Watson plays it right up the middle for Sparling, just out of his reach. Collected there by Robillard and sent the length of the ice. Nickel out to play it behind the net. Leaves it there for Watson. Watson breaks it out of the zone to the far side. Utrunki on the wing. He chips it in. Cross ice for Watson. He's got the open side. Puck roll on him. Got away. Couldn't get a handle on it. Does behind the net. Tried to play it out front. Stripped there and sent the length of the ice by the Cyclones all the way down. Sparling back to play it. Circles back into his own end. Avoids Delinky. Breaking out of the zone. Skates it up. Gets inside the line and sets up the power play. Drops it off to Utrunki. Utrunki. Stick handling to the blue line. Passes off for Sparling. Sparling skates it into the circle. Gets it back to the point. Utrunki takes a shot from there. Deflected off Peters and wide. Picked up. Rebound picked up there by Sparling inside the Cyclone zone. Plays it back to the line. Watson gets it to Sparling. Sparling takes a shot. Goes wide. I don't know if Francis got a piece of it on the way by or not with the glove, but comes all the way out and down to the Titans zone. Picked up there by Watson. He's pressured there by Jones. He leaves it behind the net for Peters. Peters takes over. Skates it out from behind the net. Goes cross ice for Rathbone. Rathbone skates it in over the line. Rathbone hits the brakes. Sets up the PP. Drops it to the point. Guthrie for Schroeder along the blue line. Shot through. Blockered away. Deflect high. All the way out to the point. Kept in there by Guthrie. He gets it in to the hash marks. Rathbone off the wall. Sends one towards the net. Goes deflected in behind. Out to the point. Guthrie to stand on the first shot. Second shot gets in to the crease area. Shot. I don't know if Francis got a piece of it, but anyway, cleared out of the zone by the Cyclones. Back down to the Titans end. Schroeder collects it. Hits the brakes behind the net. In the Titan zone, plays it up for Mackay. Mackay for Guthrie. He couldn't get a handle on it. Backhanded back into the zone by the Cyclones. Played onto the stick of Schroeder. He dumps it all the way down after he made the red line into the Cyclone zone. Cyclones dump it high off the glass and out to kill some time. Back to even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. Nielsen gains some speed through his own zone, up through neutral ice, in over the blue lines. Cuts to the high slot. Drops it for Rigby. Rigby sends a backhander in behind the net. DeCare tried to get there, played to the line. Out past Glasper at the point. Back to the Titans blue line. Picked up there by Ford. He plays it to the far side wing for Rigby. He chips it in off the glass and down low for DeCare in the corner. He's muscled off the puck there by Paisley. Played to the line. Kept in by Ford. Ford chips it in for DeCare. DeCare stick handles away from the defender and gets it down low for Nielsen. He plays it out front. Oh, deflected off the defender. In behind the net, DeCare. He's bumped there by Paisley. DeCare gets control of the puck. Tries to send it on the net. Deflects off the pads and out to the high slot. Shot there. Deflected off a stick and wide from Ford. Nielsen down to the corner for DeCare. Back to Nielsen. Oh, nice move by Nielsen. Sends a shot. Blocker save by Francis into the corner. Rebound. DeCare's there. He picks up the rebound, plays it behind the net for Nielsen. Nielsen sends it out front. Cleared away by the Cyclones and down the ice. With 10 seconds remaining on the clock for the period. Icing. Face off back down in the Cyclone zone. To the right of Francis. Face-off win for the Cyclones. Titans keep the loose puck in at the line. Played out of the zone by the Cyclones. Dumped deep by... Yeah, that's icing. But it's the end of the period. Solid first period of hockey there by the Titans. We'll give the bench their privacy. Do. No music tonight, unfortunately. I hate that. Dead air. Every hockey game needs tunes. It's a vibe. So the team switch ends and we'll start the second period. Sparling against Scapaloman on the draw. Sparling wins back. Watson goes D to D. Ballard back to Watson. Watson passes up for Sparling. Sparling into the zone. He gets by Robillard. Sends a pass out front. He was looking for Utrunki off the goalie's stick and into the air. Cleared off the line there by Rousson and played out to neutral ice. Meisner couldn't collect the puck. Picked up by Ballard and played up the wall. The Cyclone zone. Titans get it in deep. Behind the net, Rousson on the far wall. He's pressured there by Watson. Steals the puck. Watson in the corner. Sends it behind the net. Cycles it low. Off for Peters. Peters. He's pinned on the wall. Sends it for Sparling. Sparling tried to go high. Francis had the angle. And pounced on the rebound that dropped down in front of him in the crease after it bounced off his face mask. To bring a face off to his left inside the Cyclone zone. Face off win goes to the Cyclones. They play it around behind the net for Shula. The far corner. Pressured there by Watson. Taken away there by Nolan and played to the near side. Ballard pinches in off the point. He keeps it in. Plays it down low behind the net. To the far side. Shula picks it up in the far corner. He plays it off the wall. Bounced off a stanchion. They got a man in behind. Hicks. He's in behind. Ballard tries to get to him. He bothers him enough to knock the puck loose. And it goes in behind the net. He played around to the point. Dumped back around. Rimmed to the far side. Watson plays it there for Guthrie. Him and Guthrie battle for it along the wall with a couple of Cyclones players. Watson skates out of the pile with it. Nice pass up for Guthrie. Guthrie makes the line. Gets it in for Mackay. Mackay looking shot. Passes to Quitely. Quitely goes high over the net. Might have hit Lazenby's stick on the way through and deflected high. Quitely bumped in the corner. Plays it for Mackay. Mackay out to the point. Rathbone there. Takes a shot through. Goes wide. Karam's off the corner. Schroeder tried to pinch in to keep it in. Just jumped over his stick. Played out to neutral ice. Rathbone is able to get the loose puck there. He carries it back in the zone. He's all by himself. Line mates on a change. Dumped in deep. Rigby's got pressure in. Shula plays it out to neutral ice. Schroeder knocks it down. He puts a loft shot back into the zone. Titans have to tag up, sent the length of the ice by the Cyclones. That'll make it an icing. And bring the face-off back down in their zone. To the left of the goaltender. Francis. Nielsen on the draw against Jones. He wins it back clean to the point. Rathbone sends one through. Tipped there by Rigby. Just missed the net wide. Deflects off the back wall, out around the wall to the half boards and played out of the zone by the Cyclones. Stripped at neutral ice there by Nielsen. He comes the other way. He's got Rigby in front. Nielsen tried to get it to Rigby. Lavery blocked the pass. Jones comes in, picks up the loose puck. He gets it to the blue line. Cyclones push it out to neutral ice. Picked up there. Jones tries to get through traffic. Played away there by the defense of the Titans to the far side. DeCare passes for Nielsen. Bounced off his stick right to Paisley. Paisley plays it back to neutral ice. Jones skates it up the wing. He's met at the blue line and jarred loose the puck. Rathbone gets it over the line. He's met there by Paisley and hit on the boards. Set out front for DeCare. Oh, he sends a shot into the pads of Francis. He makes a good save. Holds on for a face-off. Nice play by the Titans. Feeding it into the slot area. And for a replay of the first goal. Face-off win, Sparling back to the point. Played deep by Ford into the corner. Utrunki hits his man there. Leaves the puck loose there for Sparling. Sparling circles back to the corner. Cycles it in for Utrunki. He tried to get it to Ford. Intercepted by the Cyclones and played all the way down. Glasper is going to skate back. He's got Rousson in his back pocket. Stolen by Rousson. He plays it center. Played in behind the net by Ford. He was able to intercept the pass out front. Clears it around to the point. Shot blocked. On the way to the net. Goes to the middle of the circle on the near side. Glasper plays it off the wall to the line. It's all the way out and down. Sparling's going to race to it. He's got Peters in front of the net. Sparling gets it. Plays it in front. Peters, just misses the one-time shot. Off the stick and wide. Behind the net. Clear it out of the zone. To the red line at neutral ice. Scapaloman stepped into Sparling there. Sparling good to get the pass into the zone. Peters pressures in behind the net. Around the wall. Ballard closed the door up. They sent it out to the line. Sparling couldn't keep it in. He plays a pass to Watson. Watson back to Sparling. Sparling inside the line. Pass. There's going to be a penalty here to the Cyclones. Obelard's going to the box. Head contact. Spin the wheel of misfortune. We'll see what comes up on the board. 2 or 4, 2 or 4, 2 or 4. 4-minute power play for the Titans here. Out to the point. Schroeder keeps it into the line. Sends a shot. No traffic. Francis had a clean look at it. He gloves it and holds on. Nielsen on the draw inside the Cyclone zone. Face-off win for Hicks. He gets it back into the corner. Lazenby plays it around the boards to the point. Kept in by Nielsen. Nielsen goes cross ice. Rathbone on the far side. Rathbone sends it into the near corner for Nielsen. Nielsen tried to chip it down low for DeCare. Couldn't get it there. Intercepted by the Cyclones and cleared out to neutral ice. Schroeder back to play it. He plays D-to-D. Rathbone. Rathbone plays it to Nielsen. Nielsen in behind his own net. He circles out behind. Up to neutral ice. Gains some speed through neutral ice. Gets in over the line and sets up the PP. Drops it for Rathbone. Rathbone in behind the net. Gets it back to Nielsen. Nielsen lets it go to the point. Schroeder has to race over there. Kept it in briefly and then cleared out of the zone by Delinky. Down the ice. Schroeder plays a pass up for DeCare. Missed his stick. Jumped over right to Rigby at the blue line of the Cyclones. DeCare finishes the job. Gets it down low. Plays it to Rathbone on the boards. DeCare in the corner. Circles away from his man. Carries it in behind. Looking for options. Out to the point. Schroeder trying to pass in for Rathbone. Nolan got his stick in the lane and knocked that puck away. He picks it up off the wall. Tries to clear it. Got it back for Jones and he dumps it the length of the ice to kill some time off the penalty. 2:30 left in the power play. Schroeder behind his net. Ooh, pass. Intercepted there by Jones. Schroeder got it back and out to neutral ice. There's a hit there. Banford and Guthrie collide. Puck at neutral ice. Played into the zone by Kitely deep. All the way in behind the Cyclones net. Played around to the far side and out of the zone to neutral ice. Watson back to play it there. Oh, he's overskated the puck. He recovered, got it over for Ford. Ford gets it up the wall and chipped into the zone. Red line. Oh, there's a hit in behind the net. Lavery hit his man in the back. Sent Guthrie rolling into the boards there. White. Chance for a breakaway. White gets into the zone. Goes high. Big trapper save by Nickel. Whoa! What a save. It plays the puck out of the zone. Big trapper save. Holy shit. Fantastic. Whoa. Sorry, folks. Almost fell over. Save was so miraculous. Played out front. Peters misses the one-timer. Back to Sparling here. The near side. Sparling with a fancy move. Plays it to the far side. Point. Watson. Touch passes it back to Sparling. Sparling looking for the pass across for Utrunki. Deflected off a stick of Banford now to play on the far side. Great save on that breakaway by Nickel. Whew. Short-handed chance there by the Cyclones. Found Jones breaking up the wing. There's one man back. Scapaloman tries to get around Schroeder. Schroeder plays him well. Knocks the puck loose. Picked up by Sparling. He gets it to Utrunk. He's in over the line. He's dangerous. Always dangerous. Plays it back up front. It's in the net. I think it deflected off Francis's stick. And into the net before Sparling could even get a stick on it. He was right there, though. If he didn't put it in his own net, Sparling was gonna. Here's the power play goal. We'll get the player out of the box. 4-0 is the score. 12:34 left in the period. Face off Sparling. Pushes it forward. Stopped there by Lavery at the blue line. Plays it to the near wing. Meisner tries to push it up the wall. He's stopped there by Ford. Loose puck picked up by Utrunky. Plays it up the wing there for Peters. He chipped it to Sparling. They got in over the line, but they were stopped there inside the blue line. Played back to neutral ice by the Cyclones. Nolan tries to press it into the zone. He was stripped there by Ford. He plays it back out to neutral ice. Lavery played it from the red line back to the Titans blue. Picked up there by Glasper. He plays it for Utrunky. Utrunky's pass across, looking for Peters, was intercepted by Rousson. They get in over the line. White's on another break. Shot! Save by Nickel! Whoa, big leg pad save there. Butterfly. Split save, sorry. Another breakaway chance. Dropped off shot. Save by Francis at this end. The ice goalies making some good saves here. Face-off upcoming to the right of Francis. DeCare on the draw. DeCare ties his man up. Loose puck goes to Nielsen. Nielsen. Stick handles into the corner. Sauce pass out for DeCare. He couldn't get a handle on it. Jumps out over the blue line. Played there by Watson to Ballard. Back to Watson. Watson up for DeCare. DeCare for Nielsen. He steps into a shot. Trapper saved there by Francis. Rebound goes wide off a Rigby's stick. Played in behind the net. Rimmed around to the near side by DeCare. Out to the point. Ballard rims it back to the far side. DeCare over there. He's hammered on the boards by two Cyclones players. Puck jarred loose to Rigby. He got a shot. Deflected off some skates. Puck still in the zone, kept in by Wilson. He plays it down low. As he was bumped there by Paisley. DeCare taken out by Smith in the corner. Gets it around the boards for Rigby on the far side. Out to the point. Schroeder takes a shot. Sorry, Watson takes a shot. It's going to be a penalty here to DeCare for tripping. Or interference. Power play Cyclones. 2 minutes on interference for DeCare. Face-off will be down in the Titan zone, where we can't see. Guthrie against Scapaloman on the draw. First puck, Rousson steps in, shot. Leg pad saved by Nickel. Around behind the net, they try to get it out front. Nickel's down, he's up. Loose puck, deflects back to the point. Shula, D to D. Clapper from there, Nickel out with the save. In behind the net, picked up there. By Ford, he clears it to the line, kept it, sorry, that's Rathbone, cleared it to the line, jumped over the stick there. Guthrie picks up the loose puck, dumps it into the far corner. Mackay intercepts the pass up the wing, sends it back into the Cyclone zone. Shula plays it there, across for Rousson. Rousson runs over Rathbone at the red line. Titans play the puck down all the way behind the Cyclones net to kill some time off the penalty. Scapaloman out of his own zone. He was stopped at the red line, regains control of the puck there. Stick handles around a man, tries to get in the zone. He stood up there by Rathbone, off to the ice. Laid off the wall and down by Schroeder at closing time. 56 seconds left in the power play for the Cyclones. Paisley behind his own net. Paisley looking for the stretch. Stick handling out of his zone. Sends a lofting dump down in the corner. Picked up there by Glasper and sent the link to the ice. Francis plays a pass out of the zone to neutral ice onto the pick of Glasper. He just sends it back down on the net. Bounces off the end boards to the near side. Picked up by Nolan. He played it behind the net. Shula plays it up for Paisley. Stripped there by Sparling. He gets back in over the line. He's all alone. He stick handles in behind the net. Get off the penalty coming here to the Cyclones. 4-on-4 for 12 seconds. Interference is the call on Shula. That negates the Cyclones power play. And the Titans will be 4-on-4 for 12 seconds, and then the Titans will take over with their PP. Oh, what's going on here? Wait a minute. You got two penalties. You got Paisley going to the box. And we got a Titan in the box. Titans win the draw, back to the line. Ballard takes a shot. Deflected off a body into the far corner. Picked up by Watson. Watson skates it behind the net. Watson controls the puck, out to the point, drops it in for Ballard. Ballard has space. He sends it back to the line. Watson sends a shot through, deflects on the way in. Loose puck. Ballard plays a backhand towards the net, just goes wide. He had the open cage. Puck was rolling on him though. Picked up by Utrunki. Utrunki drops it in for Watson. Watson banks it back to the point for Utrunki. Utrunki to the hash marks. Watson. Lavery battling with DeCare out front. Watson sends it in front. Oh, what a play for Utrunki from Watson into the top of the net. You can't stop that, folks. You cannot stop that. That is just a beauty goal. Beauty. Great feed by Watson. Good patience. Utrunki makes no mistake. The doctor. The doctor is in the building. 5-0 is the score with 8:19 left on the clock for the second. Off. Sparling sends it out front for Rigby. Just missed the one-timer, just goes wide. Played around to the far side. Cyclones out of the zone, chipped into the Titans zone in behind the net. Didn't have the lines, going to be icing. Bring the face-off back down to the Cyclones end of the ice. They wave the Titans player off the dot. Rigby into the take of the draw. Against Scapoloman. Titans win the draw. Played down low by Nielsen into the corner. Behind the net. Woblard plays it to Lazenby. He gets it out of the zone to neutral ice. Glove down there by Rathbone. Rathbone gets in over the line, knocked to his knees, jumps back up. He plays it in on the net. He's knocked down on the way. Puck rolls in on Francis and he holds on to a face-off. Face off to the left of the tender. Francis. Guthrie on the draw. Wins it back to the line. Ford steps into a shot. Puck was rolling. Went wide. Chipped out of the zone for Meisner. At the red line. He's got Scapoloma going to the net. He gets a pass out front. Tips off his stick. Comes all the way to the near side. Collected there by Mackay. He's got speed up the wing. He breaks into the zone. Hits the brakes in the corner. Looking for options. Plays it in behind. Robillard gets there first, plays it around to the far side, and out of the zone, Roussan dumps it. His pass is out of the reach of the intended recipient, and it goes all the way down for an icing. To bring the face-off back down into the Cyclone zone again. To the right of Francis. Nolan on the draw against Guthrie. Guthrie wins it back clean to the point. Glasper keeps it in there. Sends one in towards the net. In front, Mackay knocked it down. Couldn't get a shot away. Played out of the zone by the Cyclones. Nolan picks it up at his own blue line. He makes the red and dumps it into the near corner. Around behind the net, Glasper. Leaves the puck there for Ford. Ford chips it out of the zone. Not enough for ice. Just enough to get down into the Cyclone zone and make them hurry back for it. Smith there, he's hit along the boards by Mackay as he tried to clear the zone. Mackay takes the puck away, tries to get it towards the net. Knocked off his stick back to the point. Ballard to Glasper, shot through traffic. Francis finds it, makes a stick save and covers up the rebound. Face off, Sparling. Moves the draw back. Watson in for Sparling. Sparling takes a shot to the side of the net. Francis made the save. The puck was on the side of the net. Cleared in behind, out front, Utronki. He gets control of the puck there. He circles back towards the blue line. He sends a sauce pass across, bounces over the stick of Ballard. He plays it deep in behind the net for Peters. He's hit along the wall by Smith. Smith intercepts the pass from Utronki to Peters. He plays it to the line. White out over the blue line. He gets it to Smith. Smith takes the rush. He's hit there by Watson. Jars the puck loose, and Watson takes control. He passes it to Sparling. Sparling has got Peters on the far side, and Utronki on the near. Drops it to Utronki. Utronki's hit in the corner and smashed into the wall. Takes a heavy hit there. He was just switching. He was transitioning from forward to backward skating as he was hit. Dangerous spot to hit him. Trunky's up though, he's feeling all right. Okay, yeah, looks good. Peters comes in his defense and he's gonna go to the box. I think they're gonna take Paisley too. Coincidental minors for roughing after the fact. Oh no, charge. Oh no, they're taking him on the initial charge and then Peters after. But it's going to offset. Face-off won by the Titans, but the Cyclones intercept the shot on net. They play up the middle. They have White. The Titans defense closed in on them quickly and get it going the other way here with 2-on-1 developing. We've got Nielsen tries to pass it across. Jones got back, stopped the pass through. It comes out over the line. It's going to be offside. And it's going to be down outside the Titans' blue line, I believe. If not all the way down, it's going to be all the way down. Scapoloma on the draw against Nielsen. Nielsen wins it back for Rathbone. Rathbone plays it high off the glass to the line. Scapoloma keeps it in there. Plays it down low into the corner. Played out front by Meisner. Intercepted there by DeCare. He gets it up ice for Rigby at neutral ice. Rigby stick handles it over the line. He's got Lavery to beat. He circles into the corner. Plays it behind. Oh, Meisner. Meisner got it cross ice for Shula. Shula plays it up just out of the reach of Roussan, and taken away there by Schroeder and dumped the length of the ice. Just tipped off the stick of Roussan on the way by, so no icing. Cyclones get it to the blue line. Titans have to tag up. Scapolone behind his net. Plays it high off the glass and out of the zone to neutral ice. Collected by Ford at the red line. He goes D to D. Glasper. Glasper lofts it up. Taken out of the air there by Scapolone. He cuts it to the net. There's two of them going in. Backdoor pass. Nickel keeps it out. In behind the net. Scapolone went for the last minute backdoor pass. Nickel got a piece of it on the way by. Kept it out of the net. Scrambled his way back to his skates. In the corner, Scapolone tried to play it out to the point. Intercepted by Mackay. He tries to outrace his two defenders. Gets a shot. Back in. On the net. It's in. Is it in behind him? He went short side. We don't know where it is yet. He's saying no. No signal. Oh, kept it out of the net. Francis did a good job there to cut the angle down on Mackay as he charged in towards the net, winning the foot race against the two defensemen from the Cyclones. Got himself a good opportunity there. Got a good save there by Francis. Kept it a 5-0 game. Lazenby plays a D-to-D. Robillard up to neutral ice. Delinky. He's hit and knocked off the puck. Nolan chips it into the zones. Taken there by Guthrie. He's hit by Hicks. Hicks hits the ice hard. First hit by Guthrie. Guthrie in over the line. He's got Mackay. Passes to Mackay. Bounces off his stick into the corner. It's coming around behind the net. Guthrie lets it go. Picked up by Lazenby. Lazenby passes up the middle for Hicks. Deflects off his stick to neutral ice. Watson collects it at the red line. D-to-D. Ballard. Back to Watson. Watson for Utrunki. Utrunki with Billiard. Nice little move there. Leaves it for Watson. Watson sends it to Guthrie. Guthrie gets a shot. Nice save there by Francis. Oh, the puck goes in the net, but the play was blown down. The net might be off. Nice little passing play there by the Titans. Somehow the net was off. Too many men on the ice there. Nolan heading to the bench. Face-off win for the Titans. Back to the point. Rathbone sends a shot into the breadbasket of Francis. He's going to hold on. Good face-off win there by Sparling. Sparling. Loose puck off the draw. Goes to the corner. Sparling collects the loose puck. He gets it across for Schroeder. He comes off the wall. Sends a shot to the net. Deflects on the way. Ooh, played by a high stick of the Titans and picked up by Utrunki, so face-off will be outside. Face-off. Picked up by the Cyclones. Played to Paisley. Paisley's going to skate it out of his own end. He gets in over the line. Stick handling. Knocked away by the Titans D and out over the blue line to neutral ice. Picked up by Paisley. Circles back into the zone. Hits the brakes at the line. Taken away by Utrunki and sent down. It's going to be icing. Just enough. Nothing Titans lead with 2:24 left in the period. Face off inside the Titan zone to the right of Nickel. Nielsen on the draw. Wins it back to the corner. Glasper plays it around to the far side for Daguerre. Daguerre lofts it to the blue line. Kept in. Glove down by Scapolone there. Oh! Daguerre sends him to the ice hard. Scapolone hits the deck. Laid around to the near side boards. Chuck the truck took care of him. Laid around to the point, kept in there. Shula sends it in for Scapolone. He's all alone. Sends a shot. Nickel with a save. Drops down in front, cleared away by Glasper to the line to Care. He plays it up for Nielsen. Nielsen stick handles his way in, drops it off for Rigby. Takes a toe drag shot. Hit the skates of Lavery and deflects wide. Out front for DeCare. He's bumped a shot. There's a rebound in front. Cleared away by the Cyclones to the line. Kept in there by Ford. forward, plays a backhander into the corner for DeCare. DeCare takes control there, back to the point off the wall. Glasper couldn't handle the bank pass, deflects off his stick and out of the zone. To neutralize, played back in by the Titans, cleared back out by the Cyclones. To neutralize, chipped into the zone by Rousson. Glasper plays it around behind the net to the near side. And then Rigby sent it around to the far side for DeCare. Just got it outside the blue line as Rousson dumps it in high over the glass. Face off inside the Titan zone to the left of Nickel. Guthrie on the draw. There's puck off the draw. Quick shot. Nickel with the save. Rebound comes to Kitely, and he plays it out of the zone all the way down on the net almost. Robillard plays it D to D behind the net for Lazenby. Lazenby, one touch passes for Nolan up the blue line. He skates it through neutral ice. He's played there by Watson. He gets by him, takes a shot. Nickel with a save. Rebounds up front. Oh, Lazenby take a shot. Nickel with another save. Delinky with a shot. Nickel makes two. 44 seconds left in the period. Face off inside the zone to the Nichols left again. And we got a shitty view. Watson, Titans get the draw. Watson played it off the boards, kept in there. Hicks gets it down low into the corner. Ballard's going to get there first. Ballard, sauce pass to the corner for Utrunky. Couldn't get it out over the line. Delinky in pressuring. Pass gets to Watson. Watson up to the blue line for Sparling, gets it in over the line. It's going to be offside there. Titans have to tag up. Lazenby plays in his own zone in front of the net for Robillard. He's pressured there by Sparling. And Peters in too. Nolan gets out of the zone. He's got the wing. Gets in over the line. He's got a man cutting to the net. He fans on the shot. Loose puck. Watson skates. Played in behind to the far side. That'll do it for the second period. 5-0 lead going into the third for the Titans. Exciting hockey, folks. Well, I'm going to put you down, take a walk. place to find a place for that thing. Picks a lot.
And then, because in the middle they got that big.
That's where I have to stand in the middle. But it's not too bad.
Signal can be short. Can be tough. Signal can be tough.
Yeah, I think I usually have to use.
Do you have a Wi-Fi there?
Yeah, no, but I think I use cell there. Yeah, it's shitty. It's shitty. Oh yeah, here. Well, you never know.
One or two ways.
Hey, you gotta stand up for yourself. Fucking door. Sorry, buddy. Hard finish, boys. Hard finish. All right, folks, here we go to start the third. Got 3 on the face-off. Won it back, but Meisner pushes forward with the puck, gets it into the Titan zone. Picked up there by Rathbone and fired around to the far side. Kept it at the line there by Paisley. Played back down low. Banford in the corner gets it to Scapelwoman. Picked off there by Guthrie. Guthrie gets it to Mackay. Mackay out over the blue line. There's a sauce pass across for Rathbone. Rathbone, kneeing on Scapelwoman. He's going to go for the knee. On Rathbone. He's all right. 2 minutes. Start off the period. Off inside the Cyclone zone to the right of Francis. Rigby wins it forward into the corner, plays it around the wall. Chipped out of the zone there by Banford. There's going to be a holding call on, interference on DeCare to even it up. 4-on-4 for a good. That knee is a 4 minutes, so it'll be 4-on-4 for a minute and 51. And then we'll be back to the power play for Remaining 2 minutes of Scapoloman's penalty. Rigby in for the draw. Inside the Titan zone. Just waiting for the timekeeper to get the numbers up on the board. Face-off win for the Titans. Played forward. D to the far corner, Glassberg. He looks to the cross ice pass. Nielsen out of his reach. Is going to make it all the way down for an icing. And that'll bring a face-off back down in the Titan zone. To the right of Nickel. Nielsen on the draw. Titans pick up the loose puck and push forward. Rigby gets around Lavery. Sends it out front. Played away there by Lavery to the boards. Out to the point. Ford keeps it in. Sends one towards net. In behind for Rigby. Out front for Nielsen. He tried a one-timer. Stick was tied up. Played out front again. Rigby. I don't know what happened there. Must have jumped over his stick. Played out of the zone. Rousson's going to cut in from the wing. Takes a backhander out front. Poked away by Nickel before White could get a stick on it. Picked up by Rigby and skated out of the zone to neutral ice. In over the blue line. Stick handling around his man. Lazenby forces him to the corner. He circles there. Sends it back behind the net for Sparling. Sparling has Watson at the point open. He's pressured there by Robillard. Robillard plays it around to the far side. Out of the zone. Watson plays it at his own blue line. Passes to Ballard. Ballard's pass to Watson right was behind him. It's going to be icing. And yeah, I don't know. I should have waved that off, but it's going to be icing on the Titans. Face off to the left of Nickel. Sparling on the dot. Wins it for Watson. Watson pushes forward out of the zone. He's up with Utrunki. Watson takes the rush in over the line. Sends it out front. Had his pass blocked. And played back out of the zone by Lazenby. Good defensive play there by Laser. Oh, stripped there by Nolan. Nolan's got a break. He tried to catch up to it. Couldn't get there until it was pretty near in the corner. Taken away by Watson. Watson passes up the middle for Sparling. Sparling's going to carry it out to neutral ice and inside the zone. In the Cyclone zone. Takes a shot. Goes high and wide. Off the glass to Ballard on the far side. He lost the handle. Picked up by Paisley. Paisley just lofts it out and down. Guthrie picks it up there, plays it rink wide for Utrunki. Utrunki's pressured in the zone. The Titans zone by Nolan. He gets a pat to Rathbone. Rathbone up through neutral ice. Carries it in over the blue line, dumps it deep. He's hit there by Paisley at the line. In behind the net. Played around the wall by White to the point. Kept in there by Rathbone. Behind the net for Kitely. He tried to play it out front into the high slot. There it is. Guthrie takes a shot. Oh! I don't know if Francis got a piece of it or not, but it went wide and off the boards and all the way out of the zone to the Titan zone. Picked up there by Schroeder. He passes for Peters. Peters. Cross ice. Guthrie. Guthrie drops it. Rathbone. Rathbone carries it to neutral. Gets a pass up for Peters at the blue line. Peters dumps it into the Cyclone zone deep. Rathbone on the rush. He's in below the goal line. Played D. Guthrie's covering for Rathbone at the blue line there. He sends a shot through off of Francis. Shots on the back of the net. Set out front there by Rathbone. Jumped over the stick of Kitely. Played to the boards by the Cyclones. Out to the point. Schroeder takes a shot off the pads of Francis. Kick to the side. Peters. They battle for it along the wall. I'm not sure who's there besides Peters. Peters came off the wall with it, tried to cut it along the blue line, had it knocked off his stick. Played back to the Titan zone. Schroeder's back there. He plays it up the wing for Peters, off his stick, gets the Kitely. Kitely goes high over the net. Off the glass to the far corner. Played to the point by Peters. Rathbone takes that pass, sends a shot into the shin pads of Paisley. Deflects to the wall. Paisley plays it off the board. He goes rink wide to the near side for White. White plays it back to Paisley. He's pressured there by Rigby. Rigby takes the puck away. Plays it in behind the net, Mackay. Plays it in front. Oh, Nielsen just missed the one-timer. Bounced over his stick. Played to the blue line. Nielsen keeps it in. Stick handles by a man. Sends it to the high slot. Played backhand pass by Mackay. Intercepted by the Cyclones. Played to the line. Glasper keeps it in there. Shot! Into the trapper of Francis. He was going high over the net anyway, but might as well stop the momentum. Good idea. All evened up 5-on-5 here. 15:09 left in the game. 5-0 Titans lead. Cyclones battle for it along the wall. They get it out to neutral ice. Jumps off a Ford stick. He's back to play it in his own end. He circles. Plays it up for Rigby at the red line. Rigby dumps it into the corner. In behind the net. Francis out to play it. He leaves it there for Lavery. Lavery plays it around to the point. Glasper pitches in to keep it in the zone. He's hit at the blue line, but keeps it in. Gets a pass in for Mackay to Nielsen. Back to Nielsen. Back to Mackay. He missed the puck. Let it go around to the far side. Ford pinches in, gets it around to Nielsen behind the net. He tried to play it out front. Knocked away there by the Cyclones D. Shula played in front to Nielsen. Nielsen, glove. There's going to be a penalty here for a hook in front of the net. Who's getting it? It's going to be the Cyclones. Get the hooking call inside their own end, being pressured there by the Titans. White's going to the box for 2. Titans to the PP. Sparling on the draw, wins it, and they blow it down. The Stripes don't like something going on here. They're going to redo it. Face-off win for the Titans, back to the point. Ballard one-touch passes to Watson. Watson sends it, Watson passed it to the sideboards there for Sparling, and he tried to feed it to the slot. Knocked away by the Cyclones all the way out and down. Collected behind the net, Watson. He passes off the wall outside the zone, trying to hit Sparling, but a little too far for him. Watson collects it in his own end, passes up for Utrunky. Utrunky just bounced off his stick. He has to regroup. He settles the puck down and gathers it inside his own zone. He plays a backhand pass for Watson. He catches it with some steam. Plays a one-hand pass up for Sparling and over the line. Drops it for DeCare. DeCare has his shot attempt thwarted by a stick. Blocked. Gets to Utrunky. He drops it to the point. Ballard circles back to Utrunky. On the half board. Sends it cross ice for Sparling. He missed the one-timer. Jumped over his stick. Sparling takes it to the point. Gets it back down low, carries it in behind, to the front for DeCare. Backhand shot, it gets into the net there on the second rebound. DeCare, his second, I think it's his second, I'm pretty sure. Thought I was sure last night on the hat trick for Peters. Sorry, that was Sunday. When he actually had 4. So we did have a hat trick, it was just earlier in the game. And he snuck it by me. Anyways, DeCare, number 2, 6-0 lead, Titans. 13:20 left in the third. Cyclones in their own zone, D-to-D, Robillard to Delinky. Stopped at the blue line by Nielsen. He rushes down low, in behind the net. Played around to the far point. Rathbone, his pass was intercepted. Delinky's pass, too long for Nolan. In behind the net, Rathbone. Plays it to the line, kept in, Robillard. Sends a shot off the skates, wide open, Nolan takes a shot, Nickel with the save. Blockered away, rebound comes all the way out past the blue line. Collected there by Rigby and Peters. Rigby in over the line, he's got Peters going to the net, shot! Trapper save by Francis. Caploman on the draw against Guthrie. Guthrie ties him up. Loose puck. Picked up by the Cyclones. Paisley behind his net. That's Paisley. Played it up to the point. Meisner chips it out to neutral ice. Collected there by Ford. He passes to Guthrie. Guthrie back to Ford. Ford up the middle for Mackay. Knocked away, back onto the stick of Ford. Into the Titans zone. Glasper plays it to neutral ice for Guthrie. He leaves it there for Mackay. Mackay skates it in over. His pass across. Just out of the reach of Kitely. But Ford collects it and gets it in behind the net. Guthrie tried a shot. On the bouncing puck. Jumped over his stick. Played to the point. Kept in there by Glasper. In behind the net. White. I think it's White. He's bumped. Played to neutral ice by Scapoloman all the way down into the Titan zone. Played behind the net. Scapoloman tries a backhand pass. Loose puck. Picked up by Mackay. He skates it away to Sparling off of his stick. Picks it up at the blue line. Sparling circles into the Cyclone zone. Takes a shot. Hits the shaft of the stick and goes wide. Pass intercepted from Banford by Trunky. He goes cross ice to Kerr. DeCare plays it for Watson. Watson tried to handle the bouncing puck. Gets it into the zone, deep into the corner, plays it out front for DeCare in the skates. Played out of the zone for Jones. Knocked off his stick by Watson. Banford tries to collect the puck. He's hit there by Sparling along the wall. It's going to be a penalty for that. Interference is the call on Sparling. Cyclones go to the PP. With 11:09 left on the clock. Face off to the left of Nickel. DeCare on the draw. Loose puck off the draw goes to Watson. Titans get it. Watson tried to send it up the middle. Got it to the red line. Didn't get a lot of mustard on it. Brought back into the zone by the Cyclones. Watson makes no mistake on the second try. Finds a seam and sends it high and out and down. In behind the Cyclones net, Lavery plays a pass for Jones. Jones evades a hit, passes it up for Risson. That pass is intercepted. Stopped at the blue line. Picked it up and dumped it in deep. Watson plays it all the way around, out and down. The length of the ice to kill some time. Francis out to play it. DeCare pressures Lavery. Almost took the puck away. Played high into the rafters. Didn't hit anything. Came back down. Inside the Titan zone, they play it back out. Lavery's in. He's got to get on side. DeCare tried to chip it by his man, White. He's back to play it. So that's White forward. Jones pressures in against Nielsen. Delaney's in there with him. Jones off the wall, plays it to the slot. Nickel kicks it away off the shot. Way to the far side, Ballard. Ballard to the point. Lazenby plays it back into the hash marks. Jones picks it out of the pile. He tries to center it. Sharp angle shot. Nickel had the angle covered. There's going to be a cross check on the Cyclones. Shooting themselves in the foot. Delaney goes to the box for a cross check. That will negate the power play. 4-on-4 for 32 seconds. Then the Titans will go to the power play. Face-off win for the Titans, but push forward. Nolan's going to race into the zone. He tries a sharp angle shot. He's hammered onto the end boards. They crash in. Everybody's up and okay. They skate away. Schroeder took him into the boards hard. Nobody's hurt. 2 shots there by the Cyclones. Peters is hit there as he shot the puck by Nolan. They're going to call Nolan. He was away from the puck there. So 4-on-3 for another 9 seconds. And then 5-on-3 for a minute 30. No, they put that time up wrong. Oh, jeez. Keep it in the zone. Cyclones behind their net. Bogolard dumps it down. Nickel out to play it, leaves it for Ford. Ford collects it behind his net. They break it out of the zone. Nielsen gains speed. The Jet gets over the line, hits the brakes, sets up the power play. Rigby stick handles to the wall. Pass across the blue line, shot in by Ford into the pads of Francis, and rebound goes into the corner. Everybody was looking for it. Sent the length of the ice by the Nielsen collects the puck and skates it to neutral ice. Up by the players, a high slot shot. Off the stick of Francis, deflects into the corner. Glasper deep to play it. He gets it in behind the net. Nielsen's pass knocked away as it tried to make its way to Rigby in the high slot. To the point. Here comes a breakaway. Paisley. Peters tries to get back. Backhand, forehand, misses the net. Might be a penalty shot. I don't think he was away. Peters was in his back pocket the whole time, but they're going to call a penalty shot here for Paisley. To try to break the shutout. How do we give up a breakaway? A 5-on-3. Nobody knows. I think you'd have at least one defenseman back. Right out, Nick. Ah! Nickel plays it well. Right in front of him. No good. Face off, Guthrie inside the Titans zone to the left of Nickel. Face off win for the Titans. Watson pushes forward. He's going to take the rush. Watson tries to make the edge, takes a sharp angle shot. Saved by Francis. Rebound comes all the way up to the point. Ballard fakes the shot. Takes the second one on the net into the glove of Francis. And he holds on for a draw inside the Cyclone zone. 5-on-3 here for 32 seconds, and then 5-on-4. Face off, cleared out of the zone by the Cyclones, out and down. Ballard back to play it. He's got lots of time. Makes a pass to Watson. Watson carries it in over the line. Makes it around the edge, pushed in behind the net. And he takes it back to the point, drops it for Guthrie. Guthrie looks for the cross ice, back to the point. Watson takes a shot, Trapper save. That's the way though, shoot it. I would shoot it low. Try to get something off the pads, rebound. There's only 3 of them out there. They can't cover everybody charging the net. Send her low off the pads and send the troops to the net for that rebound and bang it home. Face-off win for the Titans. Sparling circles back to the point. Gets a nice pass in deep and tight for Utrunky. Utrunky stick handles it back to the line. He's pressured and loses the handle. Poked out of the zone. Scapaloman takes the wing. He's forced into the corner. Schroeder hits him on the boards. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, knocked the wind out of him, I think. Needs to get out there. That might be ribs. He's hurt pretty bad. I don't know, it might have just knocked the wind out of him. Hopefully just knocked the wind out of him, but he had his arms up and he got hit into the boards. A solid hit. He's getting up. That's good. Alright. That a boy. He just knocked the wind out of him, I think. Wasn't a dirty hit or anything. Just a solid hit. He had his arms up along the boards there. I think it might have just knocked the wind out of him. Glad to see him up and able to get off under his own power. He'll be all right. He's tough. Face-off win for the Titans. Back to the point. Shot through. Rebounds on the doorstep. After the save by Francis, he had it in the glove. Popped out. Dropped down in front. Cleared away by the Cyclones before any Titans could get there. Played out to the point. Kept in. DeCare tried a short pass across. Didn't get it through. Chunky finds a seam, gets it through the glass for his shot. Deflects off a skating high in the air. Back to the point. Ford drops it in for Glasper. Back to Ford. They trade places. Glasper sends one through to Utrunky. Just hopped over his stick and goes into the corner. DeCare behind the net from Utrunky. DeCare. He skates it. Cross ice pass for Utrunky. Off the boards. Collected by Sparling. Sparling passes it in for Utrunky in the corner. Utrunky takes his time. Back to the point. Sparling gets a shot into the breadbasket of Francis. He holds on. That'll do it for the 5-on-3. Now it's 5-on-4 for 106. With 6 minutes remaining in the game. 6-0 Titans lead. Face-off inside the Cyclone zone. Smith gets there first. He plays it around back of the net to the far side. Paisley gets it to the point. Watson keeps it in there. Paisley pushes it out of the zone. He tried to chase it down. Watson got back. Watson collects it. Sends one up the seam for Peters just out of his reach. It's going to be icing. Just a little too long. Bring the face-off down into the Titans zone. To the left of the goaltender, Nickel. Nielsen on the draw. Oh, they don't like the positioning of the players. They wave Nielsen. Peters in. He runs the draw back. Cyclones push into the zone. Collected off the wall by Peters. He plays a pass across for Ballard. Ballard hits Rigby at the blue line. He cuts into the zone. Shot! Goes wide off a stick. He's hit on the end boards by Smith. Cleared around to the point. Kept in by Ballard. He played a pass for Watson. Watson tried to get a backhand pass across, but Jones is racing in for the puck. He does get there. Couldn't get a shot away. There's going to be a penalty on Ballard for a trip. With 15 seconds remaining in the power play for the Titans. That'll even things up 4-on-4 for 15 seconds, and then the Cyclones will go to the power play. Lots of in and out of the box. It's a game I like to play at home. Face off inside the zone. Guthrie pushes it forward to the line, kept in there. Paisley, stick handles away, gets a pass across. Smith takes a shot, goes high and wide to the far side and off the end boards, and to Rathbone along the wall, and he clears it out to neutral ice. Paisley, stick handling there. He tips it by Rathbone. 3-on-1. Pass across. They put it in the net to break the shutout. Banford, 3-on-1. Like, come on, guys. There's no reason to pinch on that. Cross ice pass. They put it in the back of the net. 6-1. Ballard will get out of the box. Or was that even? Were they 4-on-4 there? I don't think so. I think the penalty expired. So that should count as Ballard getting out of the box. And that's a power play goal. There was only 14 seconds left on the Cyclones penalty when he went into the box. He's now hitting 40 on that. So that's over. 5-on-5. Let's play some hockey, boys. Cyclones win the draw. Meisner forward. Stick handling in. Knocked off the stick. Puck's still there loose. Plays it back to the point. Out past Lavery at the point. All the way back to his own end. He chases it down. He's got Shula. Passes D to D. Shula up the middle. Bounces off the stick to Meisner. Meisner tips it into the zone all the way in behind the net. Ford gets there first. He's met by 2 Cyclones players. Pushes it around the wall to Guthrie. Guthrie carries it out of the zone to neutral ice. He runs into the linesman. And Smith gets in over the line. He takes a shot. Blocked. And knocked down. Or sorry, White. Out to Shula. Shula shot. Nickel with the save. He jumps out and pounces on that rebound. Nice save there by Nickel. Another good stop. He's had many good stops tonight. Sparling on the draw. Cyclones win it back. Hilliard from the point. Gets a shot. Goes wide to the far side all the way up to the point. Lazenby gets hit. He keeps it in the zone. Collected there by Watson. He tried to pass up the seam. Missed everybody and all the way down for an icing. 4 minutes on the clock. Face off inside the Titans zone to the left of Nickel. Sparling on the draw. Cyclones get it back to the point. Robillard tried to play it in deep. Picked off by Watson and cleared to neutral ice. Back into the Cyclones zone. Lazenby passes to Robillard. Back to Lazenby. Lazenby, his pass intercepted through neutral ice. Picked up by Watson. He takes a nice pass up for DeCare outside the line. And Sparling and Truckee head to the net. Truckee! Oh, he missed the net. He had Francis down and out. Goes high over the net on the nice pass from Sparling across. The 2-on-1. Misses the yawning cage. Truckee. That's not like him. Usually snipes those. Face off, goes to the Cyclones in their own end. Played in behind the net. Play to the line. Kept in there, Ford. Rims it around to the near side. Cyclones get there, they play it to the point. Schroeder keeps it in. Schroeder rims it around to the far point. Ford. His dump-in attempt is picked out of the air by Paisley. He gets it up for White. Shot, Nickel Trapper save. 2:55 remaining in the game. Nielsen on the draw. He wins it. Gets it to Ford. Ford lays it around to the behind the net for Schroeder. Schroeder up the wall for Rigby. Rigby was hit there, knocked down. He got it out to neutral ice though. Nielsen gets it over the line. Fans on the shot. Puck's still there. Sends it to the front. Peters digs at it. Francis pounces on it before he can put it in. Face off will be to the left of Francis inside the Cyclone zone. White on the draw against Nielsen. Nielsen tried to win it forward. Oh, nice shot there by Rigby. Rebound deflects to the near wall. Collected there by Smith. He gets it over the line. Knocked off his stick by Watson. Smith pushes down into the corner. Watson tried to carry in front. Quick shot there. Nickel had to be careful. He makes the save. Kicks it to the corner. Nielsen plays it around the wall and out of the zone to neutral ice. The red line, Paisley plays it up for White. White stick handles in over the line. Glasper got a stick in the way, played in behind the net. Watson back there. He battles with Nolan along the far side. In the corner, Nolan. Watson knocks him down behind the net. They try to cut it out front. Nickel with the poke check. Poked it away from White. Rebound goes to the far side. Wrigley's going to carry it out to neutral ice. He dumps it into the zone. Peters hustles in as Francis comes out to play the puck. He left it there for Delinky. Peters is hit in behind the play with no puck there. No interference call. They play it out over the line. Titans got a tag up. Paisley. Stick handles up to neutral ice. He's going to take the rush inside the zone. Hits the brakes. Knocked off his stick by Mackay and out to neutral ice. Played by Shula. He dumps it into the far corner. Picked up there by Ballard. Ballard plays it off the wall out and down. It's going to be icing. With 1:13 left on the clock. 1:11. Face-off upcoming inside the Titans zone. Guthrie on the draw. Titans win it back. Ballard plays it up the wall. Intercepted by Jones. Jones chips it by Ballard. Carries it into the corner. He's forced in behind the net by Ford. And Ballard. Meisner plays it in behind the net for Jones. Jones back to Meisner. Back to Jones. They cycle it down low. Tries to play to the side of the net. Played in behind by Ford. Off the side of the net. Jones chips it in for Meisner. Meisner pressured there by Guthrie and Ford. He gets it out to the point. Shula got it back in deep. Picked off there by Guthrie. He gets it to the line. Kept in there by Shula. They chip one towards the net. Bouncing puck in the slot. Cleared out of the zone there by Kitely to neutral ice. Lavery back. He tried to dump it in. Picked off. Dumping attempt was picked off along the wall. There's going to be a roughing. Interference on Lavery and Guthrie. Going to be an interference call and coincidental minors. Slashing and interference. Five on 5. 25 seconds remaining. All right. Face-off win. Spartan comes in with a shot. Deflects off a shin pad into the corner. Rebound collected by the Titans. Played in behind for Sparling. He turns and shot again in front. Rebound bounces out to the point. Glasper pinches in. There's going to be a high stick on Nolan. Into the face of Glasper. With 9 seconds left on the clock. What's the point? 5 on 4 for the last 9 seconds. Shot deflects off of Francis and wide. Cleared out to the line. 1 second on the clock. Ford knocks his man down. Neutral ice. Hell of a game by Nickel. Had the shutout bid going for a long time there until we gave up a 3-on-1. But hell of a game by the young goaltender. Hell of a game by the Titans. Next game is also against the Cyclones, and I believe we're in Elmont for the next one. Anyways, until next time, folks.